Hello, I'm Michel Comte from Switzerland, and I will talk about the Ace Wallet, which is a wearable bank and it's a real bank in your pocket, making use of renewable money. So let me explain what it is, and then we'll have a 5-minute presentation so that you will have an idea. And I'm sure you will have tons of questions, and I will be happy to answer them. So let me share my screen with you guys. Here you go. And so I hope you see the screen, and I think I will start the presentation. So a bank in your pockets. So renewable currency, how do we do that? So it's doing a full accounting system on NASIC. Basically, you have a microcontroller that manages all your balance. And this is towards the share economy and supports the share economy by bringing transaction cost to near zero, allowing free credit to every individual, and enabling a bunch of other features that the legacy system does not provide, like speed routing, fail-safe payment, and so on and so on. It relies on three principles. First, the money is not necessary for commerce. However, circulation of goods is necessary to be recorded. And to be able to be sustainable, we need to guarantee an equilibrium. How we do the balance accounting? When you give goods, you export. And that's a credit for future importation from the community. When you receive services or a good, it's an importation, which is an opportunity for future export to the community. That's where the creation of money happens. It's exactly like the current bank, except that you are the one creating the money, so you are empowered. I add two rules to that system, which is fundamental, and that's why I call it the nature bill of rights. First rules, no wasteful production. Second rules, every living being has a sovereign right to exist. So how do we do that? Distribution of excess of production, that's the dividends, and that's the feedback loop to uh, level the resources used and the production level. That's give you a tighter control compared to the supply and demand, which is a very volatile feedback, and that leads to prices, recurrent prices. Free credit to every individual, which is size depending on what the nature is capable of. This is a fundamental right to participate in the future, because this credit you can invest in projects that matter to you. So now, how do we assess nature capability? The nature is capable of producing at a given rate that is the same, that is capable of destroying things. So that's how the equilibrium is happening in nature. So there is a natural erosion, and then if you use an accounting, that a good accounting, where every credit has a matching debit, then by applying a negative interest rate, you are by default binding it to return to an equilibrium. And then all debts are self-paid in one sense, meaning that if you have some saving, then it will be eroded over time. And if you have a debt, then it will be cancelled over time. So if you take 1% per month, which is 11%, 11.6% per year, which is pretty high, you have, after 6 years, you have half of your debts cancelled. After 50 years, you are totally forgiven. Your debt is totally forgiven. And that's what we see in some religions with the 50 years jubilee. And well, that's a way of giving properties to ensure support for the sharing economies. So those properties are no hoarding, no greed, uh, the, because any saving will evaporate. Uh, then the one-to-many transaction is a way of not having a one-to-one debt. So you have a debt towards the community, which gives you an incentive to pay it forward. You receive a gift, then you want to give it. You want to give back to the community. The free credit is a way of ensuring the safety and the security that all your basic needs will be provided by nature, or the surplus that production provide. And all that gives you the sense of abundance rather than scarcity, and give you a feeling of gratitude. True implementation possible. So this is, like I say, an ASIC with some microcontrollers and software running on it. It can be implemented in a calculator type of form factors or a smart credit card. I mean, the choice, depending on the customer. All question, I will answer question at that email or for phone numbers. And well, thank you for your time. This was the quick presentation, and I can stop my sharing and return to the video. Here you go. So that's how we implement the ACE wallet. Thank you very much. Bye bye.